Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is 10:30. It's a delayed weather update because there are problems on the transit tonight. And you can see all the haze in the air too, by the way. Look at the satellite, and it was hazy today. A little cooler with that onshore flow, though. But this is pretty much what the sky looked like. We did have more clouds, which helped a little bit. But this was the sun as it set, and this is just pretty bad. This is just ridiculous here. Look at how hazy that is. That's ridiculous. So bad air quality, of course. Right now, temperatures are in the low 70s, low to mid 70s across the area. Dew points, it's still humid out there, but it felt more bearable today. Felt as almost if we had a backdoor cold front come on through and bring some relief. You can see here the dew. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. The dew points. If we can get those dew points on the screen, that would be awesome. Dew points in the mid 60s, so it's still humid out there, but not. It's at least the dew points aren't over 70, so it's not tropical. But you can see those temperatures generally cool. And if you're feeling Jersey, also cool as well. Yep, a little more humid there. Wow, a lot more humid there. Look at those dew points. They're up in the mid 70s, so that's kind of interesting. We'll have to look at what that shows for the highs. Yeah, more humid there for sure. So we're getting a little bit, almost like a little bit of a backdoor front here. Yeah, notice. Look at the Cape here. Look at your dew points in the mid-50s and temperatures in the mid-60s. So, yeah, it's a lot. That's what we're getting into, some of that. I think that's some of that backdoor front kind of air coming through here. So a little bit of a backdoor front. And actually did trigger some thunderstorms today in some parts of the area as well. Over New Jersey, when we look at that satellite, you can kind of see them pop up here. There we go. You'll get to see them right there. So, yeah, it triggered some thunderstorms over southern New Jersey there. Looking at the highs today, generally only low 80s, so fairly comfortable out there. Of course, currently in the low 70s. And in the alley, of course, it's 77, so yeah, not quite as cool. So let's go to the models, and we'll take a look and see what's going to be happening this week. Obviously, this high is going to, we're still in this onshore flow, and then it's going to heat up ahead of this cold front on Tuesday. Cold front comes through. That's the next chance of rain. And then we have beautiful weather Wednesday into the weekend. You can see a couple of tropical systems, actually two, that this is just doing some crazy stuff with here as we go into the long range. I'm not gonna go over it in this weather update because I'm already running behind schedule because of what happened with the Long Island Railroad. But the good news is at least that we will see, if we go to the temperature anomaly chart here, we'll see relief from the heat. So as we come into September, you'll see we're above normal. We'll be above normal at Tuesday, and then we start. The Wednesday's still going to be above normal, and then it starts cooling off Thursday. It still has us a little bit above normal. Then by Friday, it looks like we get closer to normal. So it'll cool off a little, but the big difference is in the dew points. So if we look at the humidity here, you'll see here's all that humid air that we're in. Then the dry air comes in, especially later Wednesday into Thursday, and then we have nice low dew points into the weekend. Okay, so let's go, and I'll get into more detail in the long range tomorrow. I usually do it Sunday, but because I'm running late, I can't. All right, so let's go take a look at what we have coming up for your Monday. Obviously, we have that east wind. It becomes a little more southeasterly tomorrow to southerly, but still an onshore flow. Still enough of an easterly component that it should keep temperatures cooler tomorrow. We'll have to see what the HRRR churns out, and you'll see here. Actually, this is the 01Z, which we have fully in. And you'll see here, I'll use the 01Z model. You'll see here. All right, I guess I have to go back to this. I didn't even notice I was running the wrong model. Unbelievable. All right. Dew points here. You can see, again, they're dew points. So it gets more humid as you head into Tuesday, I meant. You can see it almost forms like a little system there offshore a little bit. But the flow stays on shore for Tuesday. So that should mean it shouldn't heat up too much on Long Island. So tomorrow we'll probably be back into the mid-80s, but I don't think we'll see 90. If you're in Jersey, you might. And then cooling off in the afternoon with the breeze. And same thing for Tuesday as well. All right, and there you go. There's that front coming through. That actually looks like the front right there. You can see this cooler air coming in. All right. So if we look at the dew points, start seeing, well, it's not quite as striking on the dew point chart, but you definitely see cooler air over here, and that's the beginning of that front, a series of fronts that will come on through. Let's see if we have any chances of rain with this front at all. No, not total accumulated precip. So here we go. Here's tomorrow, obviously, no rain tomorrow. What about Tuesday? Yeah, it's actually forming a decent line here. And we'll have to see what happens. This has got the look that it could actually generate some severe weather, perhaps Tuesday night. This looks like a pretty formidable line here. And it could bring us some rain, though. Not enough to, bust the drought, but at least maybe a half an inch maybe or something like that. But yeah, when you see this, let's go look at the GFS now. There's a little bit of a V in the isobars there, a little bit of a V. A little bit. It's a gentle V, but it's enough that it could be, and then after that, we're in the drier air. All right, so if we look at the dew points here, after this passes here, you'll see wind shift to the west. Dew points come down, especially by Wednesday afternoon. They start dropping. And then Thursday, and we have some really nice weather Thursday into Friday, northerly winds, and really nice low dew points. Let's go look at the temperatures on these days here. So here we are for Tuesday on the GFS. Wednesday winds up being a little warmer because of the west wind. Could be upper 80s to around 90. And then for Thursday, it doesn't look that as cool as we were hoping for. Still mid-80s, but the dew points will be lower. Friday is when things drop a little more, and we have some upper 70s and low 80s. So it should be better. Looking at next weekend right now, looks like mid-80s, and the humidity is probably going to try to come back a little bit with that southwesterly flow there. Now, if we look at the total accumulated precip, let's go ahead to that right now. So let's see. Yeah, it's still not showing much. We're going to go a whole week. And yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all with this drought. Not good at all. What can I tell you? So let's now go to look at the skies. So as we get to the skies tomorrow, we'll probably have a mix of sun and maybe some high and mid-level clouds. Maybe here's Tuesday. See, there's some kind of system offshore there that we'll have to watch for. Wednesday, you can see start off with clouds, then clears out later in the afternoon. And then Thursday, we're nice and sunny. Same thing for Friday. And the weekend right now looks decent, though. We may have some high clouds around with that next system there. But other than that, it stays dry, which is, of course, a problem. As we know, it is a huge problem. Let me go now to the National Hurricane Center. We have two areas that we're watching here. One area that's got a 50% chance, and then another area over here that's got a 10% chance. And let's now go to the storm prediction. Let me just use one of the sky model. You know what? I'm running behind schedule. I'm not gonna. Let's go look at the Storm Prediction Center here and see if they've got us in a risk for the Tuesday. So we have to go to the day. I think it's the day 2, day 3 outlook. They don't have any severe for day 3. We'll have to see what winds up happening. This is tomorrow's. But we'll have to see what winds up happening. That line looks pretty intense and impressive, and sometimes we've had some good storms in the models, and the Storm Prediction Center have not been predicting it. But other than that, tomorrow, we'll go to the RGM. We'll look at the skies here. This is the RGM model, which is a little bit of a higher resolution. So we start off with clouds, and then we'll have sun in the afternoon, and then Tuesday, start off with clouds, a little break, then that front comes through, and then Wednesday we clear it on out. So yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You'll see those videos before you see this weather update. A lot of insane stuff going on out there on the railroad. A lot of delays getting around. So that is why we have a short weather update tonight. Hopefully I'll have a longer one for you tomorrow night. Have a good night.